Happy New Year, and this is a Throwback Thursday. It's a little bit different. I'm going to tell what I hope is a quick story, and just you, me, and my dog Atlas, and enjoying my zero carb energy drink. I was thinking about different stories. I have a list of them that I wanted to go through eventually. There was one where I had first moved out, and this is going to make me look more put together than I am. The When I first moved out on my own, I had gotten a job that was really good paying, and so we could eat out and stuff. But I had jumped right into right at 18. I don't think this really even happens anymore, but I moved out immediately at 18 once I got a good job. Thankfully, I was able to get a electronics certificate that was able to get me a qualification for a good job that paid really well. Good job that turned into a good career. And yeah, it used to be a good company. Anyway, won't go into that. But I moved in with one of my classmates, and we had just got an apartment. You know, that was an ordeal getting something when you have no credit. But anyway, we sat down. We just ate out because we had more money than sense at the time, and no one to take care of except for ourselves. And he it was one of our first meals. We just got Arby's or McDonald's or something. We just ate out. We did that a lot, and but we sat down at at a card table, folding table, and we ate, and then we went to go play video games in the little apartment. The next room over is technically the living room or whatever, and my friend Mike, my new roommate, you know, just left his trash at the table, and I just kind of oh, he'll get to it or whatever. And my mom had taught me to pick up after myself and stuff, and but we played video games for hours or watched movies. It was probably more video games, and then eventually I'm like, hey Mike, were you going to pick that up? And it was really interesting, the look of realization on his face. He's like, oh, right, my mom's not here. I mean, he might have literally said that. It's been a long time ago, but he's like, oh, my mom normally cleans that up. And it was just this, oh, it didn't occur to him. And I don't say that to shame him or anything like that or whatever. It's like, hey, your mom doesn't live here, clean up. I don't know if you've ever seen one of those signs somewhere. I've seen people write that on walls in places, but it was interesting that because she had always cleaned up after him, always cleared the table, it wasn't on his radar at all. And I've thought over just some different times where stuff like that's happened to me, where it's just oh, this didn't occur to me. And it's one of those, I'm probably thinking this partly because it's, New Year, but just a lot of people need to have more empathy, but also realize that you don't know what you don't know. And so keep that in mind, especially as the world isn't as cohesive as it used to be. The younger generations don't understand that there was only three channels at one point. There was no people on YouTube where you could publish things. There was no self-publishing. There was guarded by the main, channels, and people all looked at the same things, read the same papers, got information at the same speed, and well, there's some uniformity, but now there's a lot more smaller groups that can be very big, but still unheard of. There was a handful of YouTubers that my kids and I would like to watch, and I would ask if somebody had heard of it, and we're talking about people with tens of millions of followers on YouTube, and with really funny and entertaining content that or even on, they would do content on large videos, and they never heard of it. And so that's probably happens more and more. So I don't know, just try not to assume that someone does or doesn't know something or has reviewed it. I've had it happen both where I'll see a pattern of something. I'm like, hey, you realize this keeps happening this way within this time frame, and they're like, really? and other people have pointed out patterns to me, and I'm like, it hadn't occurred to me. And yeah, I got another story about that one, but yeah, just this new year, keep in mind empathy and realizing that some people do not know what they don't know. I think Alex Ramosi had a video where he talked about like just training people. He's like, listen, be more assertive or whatever. It's like, well, what does that mean? You know, there's sometimes we think something in our head and other people don't know. So think about that and have a great new year. All right. Don't look for a fair fight.